What you're about to hear isn't just another sister wives theory. It is the theory shaking the entire foundation of Coyote Pass, a conspiracy so bold that, if true, it rewrites everything we thought we understood about Kody Brown's downfall. The internet is consumed by one question: did Garrison and Gabriel secretly team up with Christine's husband, David Woolley, to bring Kody down from the inside? This isn't the usual family drama anymore. We're talking about a covert alliance, hidden financial maneuvering, and a slow-burning revenge plan that may have been unfolding right in front of us. Some believe Janelle's sons didn't just walk away, they went to war. And their chosen general? David Woolley. A man with deep pockets, business instincts, and absolutely no fear of Kody's temper. Before we move forward, if you love digging into the chaos behind Sister Wives, the part the cameras don't show, hit that like button and subscribe to Sister Wives Crew. It helps us uncover the stories that slip through the cracks. Now let's unravel how this supposed alliance began. The roots of this theory go back years, long before Christine remarried. We watched the boys' relationship with Kody crack in real time. Gabriel's emotional breakdown when Kody forgot his birthday. Garrison being pushed out during the pandemic. Kody demanding apologies while giving none in return. For a long time, viewers assumed the boys simply distanced themselves to protect their mental health. But what if something much deeper was happening underneath? According to the theory making rounds online, while Kody was busy playing the family dictator, the boys were quietly switching the game entirely. And when David Woolley entered the picture, he wasn't just stepping into Christine's life. He was stepping into the Brown family's financial battlefield. David isn't a helpless bystander. He's a self-made businessman who understands land, construction, leverage, and opportunity. And when he saw the mess at Coyote Pass, he saw exactly what was wrong. Insiders claim that soon after Christine and David's wedding, a private meeting took place. Not a family party, a strategic discussion. The idea is that Garrison and Gabriel, seeing their mother sliding deeper into financial uncertainty, turned to David for help. They knew Janelle had poured her savings into the family pot, while Kody and Robin allegedly used those funds to upgrade their own lifestyle. They watched their mother struggle in a rented apartment, while their father sat on acres of undeveloped land he refused to share. According to the theory, David offered an escape route, financial backing, capital, a safety net, money that would allow the boys to break free from Kody's control and help Janelle rebuild her life. And the timing is suspicious. Suddenly Janelle buys a new home, the boys become more independent, and their lifestyle shifts. Was it TLC money? Or did someone quietly step in? In return, as the theory goes, the boys would become David's eyes and ears. They're the only ones who truly understand the dark corners of the Brown family finances. They know which agreements were made verbally and never documented. They know which funds were shifted around when and why. They know the cracks in Kody's financial armor. Cracks that someone like David could exploit legally. Imagine Kody sitting in his house, blaming everyone but himself, never suspecting the betrayal coming from the sons he'd pushed aside. He thinks their silence is anger. But what if their silence is strategy? Some believe Janelle isn't even aware of her son's plans. She avoids conflict. She still holds nostalgia for the family history. The boys know this, and if this theory is true, they're protecting her by keeping her out of the shadows until the moment she needs to know. Here's where things get dangerous for Kody. The theory claims the boys have been keeping a detailed timeline, a ledger, charting every financial shift in the family. Dates when Janelle's money was moved into joint accounts. Purchases made by Kody and Robin that didn't align with the family budget. Inconsistencies that only someone living inside the chaos would notice. To a businessman like David, this isn't gossip. It's ammunition. If David has indeed consulted real estate lawyers or forensic accountants, as the theory suggests, he might be preparing a legal challenge that could force the sale or division of Coyote Pass. And who would be providing the data to strengthen that case? The boys, not as angry children, but as strategic operators gathering evidence. According to this theory, the boys haven't completely cut ties for one reason: intelligence. Every time they attend a family gathering, every complaint they hear from siblings, every hint about Kody's future plans, all of it allegedly flows back to David, who advises Janelle from the background. When she suddenly pushes back on Kody, refusing to sign things he expected her to blindly accept, the theory suggests that it's because her sons have armed her with exact figures and expert advice. Kody thinks she's being rebellious. He doesn't realize she's informed. But the conspiracy goes further. Much further. Some fans believe David may be positioning himself to buy out the debt attached to Coyote Pass if Kody falls behind on payments or taxes, which is possible if he really is cash poor. The person who owns that debt becomes the one in control. If David acquires it, he becomes the landlord of Kody's dream. The theory even claims the boys know the deadlines for those payments and could alert David exactly when to strike. Robin is another central figure in this alleged plot. She thrives on structure and emotional security. Seeing Garrison and Gabriel publicly aligned with David, posting friendly photos, appearing at gatherings, slowly chips away at her sense of safety. It sends a message she cannot ignore: you've been replaced. The boys have found a father figure who treats their mother with respect, something they believe Kody failed to do. Every photo, every Instagram story becomes psychological pressure. According to the theory, this stress pushes Kody into making sloppy emotional decisions, the kind that cameras pick up and courts don't forget. Viewers have seen him spiraling: the anger, the paranoia, the dramatic confessions. If the theory is right, the boys are deliberately pushing him toward those emotional cliffs. There's also speculation that David has connections beyond Arizona, people who could quietly make business opportunities disappear for Kody if word spreads that Kody is financially irresponsible or mistreated the women who built his wealth. Doors could close for him long before he realizes what's happening. A stranger's accusation might be overlooked, but if his own sons validate it, that's reputation destruction. The theory also highlights a rumored secret meeting, a weekend of strange silence from multiple family members, believed by fans to have been the moment when a coordinated exit plan was finalized. This wasn't about reconciliation. It was about dismantling the structure Kody used to control the family. If Chanel and Mary align legally and David backs them financially, Kody becomes outnumbered and overwhelmed. Then comes the frightening part: zoning issues. Those water cisterns Kody bragged about? Some fans claim the boys know they were installed incorrectly or without proper permits. If that information is used against him, the land becomes unusable until expensive corrections are made. This would turn Kody's beloved dream property into a financial sinkhole overnight. The theory also suggests the boys may be leaking carefully filtered information to David, who then shares it with media contacts, sidestepping NDA letters. Kody can't sue his sons if the leak doesn't come from them directly. There are also whispers about trust funds, documents allegedly favoring Robin's children. If Garrison and Gabriel discovered proof of unequal inheritance, that could be the spark that pushed them from emotional hurt into active rebellion. At that point, David isn't a villain. He becomes a lifeline, helping them claim what they believe is theirs. The bigger picture painted by this theory is chilling. It isn't about petty drama. It looks more like a corporate takeover. Kody positioned himself as the unchallenged patriarch for years. But now, according to this theory, the children he underestimated are quietly pulling the foundation out from under him with the help of a man who knows exactly how to dismantle a failing empire. And Kody has no idea who to trust. Every time he sees a photo of his son standing beside David, smiling, relaxed, supported, he has to wonder, what are they planning next? This theory suggests they aren't just walking away from their father. They're building a new family structure without him. One with transparency, financial freedom, and emotional stability. One where their mother is finally safe. One where Kody is no longer the son everything must orbit. Whether this theory is true or not, the signs are impossible to ignore. Something is happening behind the scenes, and whatever it is, Kody feels it closing in. The question now is simple: is this justice? Or betrayal? Or is it both? What you're about to hear might change everything you thought you knew about the Brown family. There's a theory circulating online that suggests Garrison and Gabriel, Janelle's sons, may have secretly joined forces with Christine's new husband, David Woolley, to dismantle Kody Brown from the inside. It's not just family drama anymore, it's about money, power, and a strategy so bold it could leave Kody with nothing. The whispers started with what we all saw on screen: Gabriel crying because his father forgot his birthday, Kody demanding apologies, trying to control the house during the pandemic, pushing the boys away. At first glance, it seemed like teenage rebellion or hurt feelings. But what if there was a method to this madness? What if while Kody was stuck in his patterns, the boys were quietly plotting a counter-strike? Enter David Woolley. Christine's husband isn't just a supportive spouse. He's a self-made businessman, experienced in construction, land deals, and spotting opportunities others miss. And some insiders believe that the moment he entered the family, he didn't just marry Christine, he stepped into the heart of a financial crisis that had been quietly brewing for years. According to the theory, shortly after the wedding, a private meeting took place. Not a casual family gathering, but a strategic conversation. The boys, seeing their mother in financial uncertainty, allegedly approached David. They knew Janelle had poured her savings and inheritance into the family, while Kody and Robin allegedly used family funds for personal luxury, a mansion, art, jewelry. The boys reportedly wanted to level the playing field and they needed capital. David Woolley, with his resources and knowledge, allegedly became that capital. This partnership, if it exists, is said to go deeper than just money. The theory claims that in exchange for financial support, Garrison and Gabriel became insiders. They have lived through the family dynamics, seen the transfers, witnessed the promises Kody never kept. They know the vulnerabilities, the verbal agreements, the financial loopholes. They could provide David with the intelligence needed to challenge Kody's control of the land, the money, and the power. Picture Kody in his mansion, oblivious, thinking his son's distance is mere resentment. He has no idea that his own children might be quietly undermining his control, that every move he makes could be anticipated and countered, and all the while, Janelle might be completely unaware of the scale of what's happening. The boys, according to this theory, could be taking the heavy burden off their mother's shoulders, handling the risky decisions so she doesn't have to confront Kody directly. This is where the psychological edge comes in. The theory suggests that Gabriel and Garrison have been meticulously documenting financial discrepancies. A ledger of neglect, if you will, tracking when family money was moved, how it was spent, and what Kody prioritized over his other wives. Every unexpected purchase, every missed obligation, every favor shown to one spouse over another could be part of a growing record that, if used correctly, might give David the ammunition to challenge Kody legally. And it doesn't stop there. The boys are allegedly still engaging with the family, attending events, staying connected. Why? To gather intelligence. Every conversation, every observation, every social interaction becomes data. David, as the supposed strategist, allegedly turns that data into plans. When Janelle suddenly seems informed about property values or financial decisions, the theory claims it's not coincidence, it's intelligence provided by the boys, analyzed and applied by David. The signs, if you believe the theory, are all around. Janelle's newfound confidence, the boys' increasing independence, the subtle shifts in family dynamics, Kody's growing paranoia, and David's calm, calculated presence in the background. Together, these moves could be forming a covert strategy that changes everything at Coyote Pass. Once you start looking at the alleged strategy, the depth of this plan becomes clear. It's not just about money, it's about control, legacy, and revenge disguised as protection. According to insiders, David Woolley may have been quietly observing every weakness in Kody's financial empire, the timing of payments, property taxes, loans, and investments, while Garrison and Gabriel fed him the intel he needed. Imagine this scenario: Kody is stressed, distracted, focused on the day-to-day running of Coyote Pass, completely unaware that his sons are now acting as his inside operatives. Every bill, every development plan, every discussion about land or construction, they've mapped it, analyzed it, and relayed the critical pieces to David. If the boys' role is as insiders, David now has the ultimate advantage: precise knowledge of Kody's financial weak points before Kody himself does. The theory also highlights a potential legal angle. Coyote Pass isn't just property, it's a web of ownerships, deeds, and agreements tangled across multiple names including Janelle, Mary, Kody, and Robin. If the boys can provide David with a complete timeline of money transfers, property disputes, and ownership loopholes, he could leverage the law to force a partition sale. This is a legal maneuver that allows co-owners to split or sell a property when agreements can't be reached. Kody, who is allegedly cash-strapped despite appearances, could be forced to sell at a loss or watch someone else take control. Then there's the psychological dimension. Kody has always defined himself as the patriarch, the man in command. According to this theory, every smile, every laugh, every alliance his sons form with David chips away at that identity. By supporting the boys and providing them with resources and guidance, David allegedly strikes at Kody's most vulnerable point: his control over his own family. Robin also becomes an unintended target in this scenario. Known for her need for structure and stability, she sees her husband struggling and starts to doubt his judgment. Social media posts of the boys with David, subtle shifts in family gatherings, the confidence Janelle now shows, all of it builds a silent pressure campaign. It's divide and conquer applied with precision. There's also speculation that the boys' information isn't just anecdotal. Gabriel, known for his attention to detail, is said to have kept a record, not just memories, of financial inconsistencies and Kody's broken promises. When David entered the picture, he allegedly turned those records into strategic ammunition. Every misused dollar, every favor given to Robin's children over Janelle's, every missed birthday or forgotten responsibility, it all becomes evidence, intelligence, and leverage. Some fans even point to a mysterious weekend when filming gaps coincided with the boys. Absence from social media. The theory claims a private summit took place, an undisclosed location where strategy was finalized. This wasn't about fixing the family. It was about reorganizing power. Janelle's sons, David and possibly Christine, were allegedly involved, and in the background, the groundwork for a potential forced sale of Coyote Pass was being laid. Even the land itself is part of this story, from zoning problems to construction issues like water cisterns. The theory suggests the boys know critical vulnerabilities that could render the property unusable or force costly corrections. Every oversight Kody made could be weaponized. Every weak spot becomes leverage for David. Guided by the insider knowledge of his stepsons, all of these elements, financial, legal, strategic, and psychological, point to a theory that is more than just drama. It's a high-stakes, corporate-style dismantling of Kody Brown's empire, executed silently, efficiently, and with precision. According to this narrative, the boys aren't acting out of spite alone. They're protecting their mother, gaining independence, and potentially rewriting the future of the Brown family.